This morning before we get started, we are going to be cooking some collard greens in our turkey frying pot. I don't know, we might should have used a crawfish pot, but I think this one will be big enough. We got a big, huge pan of collard greens that we pulled from the garden yesterday, and that we're going to cook and put in bags and put in the freezer. So we'll have some to eat along as we go, and then we're going to be replanting onions in the tire where we took out the greens. Jay is just rendering some bacon right now and getting some grease going, and then we're going to put the collards in and add the water and seasonings and cook them down and get them ready. Let me take you in here and show you this pan of collards. So this is what we're cooking. So Jay went in to get the collards. Here he comes with them. The bacon and all and the grease is in the pot. And he's about to put the collards in the pot. It took us a while just to get them prepared to get into the pot. And now he's throwing them in the pot. You got something to stir with?
I got that itty bitty wood spoon there. So you got a pitcher you can put water in, or how you plan to get the water out here?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so this morning, Jay, my husband, put on the last coat of drywall inside the bedroom in the house that we've been working on. And so while it's drying, we're out fixing to kind of straighten up our new shop and start bringing all of his shop equipment over and trying to get a little organized out here. He's just been kind of petering around out here, but now we're going to start organizing and getting the rest of his stuff over here so that the sea can become an actual storage room as his intention was. And over there you can see his bluebird house and his bluebird mealworm feeder that he built. Okay, so we will check in later, but just wanted to let y'all know that we are about to get this place organized. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Good morning. It's a nice, bright, sunny morning here in Louisiana. Today we put our final coat of mud on the sheetrock in the bedroom, and we're letting it dry now. I'll be putting the texture on the walls and the ceilings probably around lunchtime, and then we'll let that dry, knock it down a little bit, and then tomorrow I will be putting paint on the ceiling and paint on the wall. Primer first, obviously, but while that's drying, we got another project going on out here. We're going to be taking down the storm door off the front door. It's going to remain down, and then I'm going to be doing some paint.
Probably not.
So he took all the screws out, and it's kind of stuck from where the trim was painted a few years back. So he's got the putty knife that he's kind of loosening up that with, and then he's going to be pulling the storm door off, and we're going to be painting it and get rid of this brown. get cut in on the ceiling. Now my ceilings are gonna be what's called a dovetail gray. And then my walls are gonna be recoated, so they're gonna be lighter. So I'm gonna go with the dark ceilings. So I'm gonna paint and then we'll see what it looks like. We don't have any molding or anything. I'm putting that up last after the floors are in. So after we paint, we'll be putting in floors, some luxury vinyl plank, and all the light fixtures and light plugs and switches and everything will be going in. And then we'll see what it all looks like. Can light number 1 is going in. We've got dovetail gray on the ceiling. We've got reposed gray on the wall.
Give me a screwdriver.
It's still kind of wet. The second coats haven't dried it yet, so you can kind of see you can see the color. We have not put the trim up yet, obviously. But the trim will go right up there at the top. It's just going to be 1x4. And then I'll show you all the finished project when we get done. Okay, today we're going to be doing the front door project. Yesterday we mudded some cracks that have happened over time. The store's been here since about 74, and it's now 2022, so it's been here a while. We had some hairline cracks. We mudded those and fixed them. We sanded the door down, took the screen door off, sanded and mudded, puttied all the nail holes. Today I'm going to be priming. I'm going to prime first, and then I'm going to paint. We're going to paint white and blue. It's a Benjamin Moore color. I usually use Sherwin-Williams paint, but for this one I didn't want to try to match it and get it exact because the white and blue is exactly the color I wanted. And I've never tried Benjamin Moore before, so I'm going to try it and see how I like it. Because it's available 10 minutes down the road, whereas Sherwin-Williams I have to go an hour to get. So the trim, we're going to paint the same trim color as the new windows that were bought and put in a few years ago. And then the door's going to be white blue. So I will show y'all the end result whenever we get there. Okay, so I've primed the door, primed the trim, and I've put my first coat of trim on. I'm letting it dry, and then I'm going to put a second coat on, and then I'll start painting my door in my little inset there. But so far, it's going well. It's a nice day, it's drying fast. Once I get my door painted and get everything together, I will come back and show you the end result. Okay, everybody, here it is, white blue, Benjamin Moore. I think it's a beautiful color. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. The trim paint is just the trim that we already had. But I'm thinking it looks really good on the house. Now we will eventually be lime washing the brick, but for now, for now this is gonna do it. All right, thanks guys. Okay, so the hubs put in the closet door today, and look, when I open it, the light comes on. Close it. The light goes off, off. Okay, how cool is that? This door's going to be painted tricorn black by Sherwin satin or semi-gloss finish. I hadn't decided yet. Probably satin, but it's got the black hinges already, and then I bought black doorknobs as well. So it's going to be black with white trim, and then this is the repost gray walls with the dovetail setting. But we're getting there slowly. See you later. Hey everybody, I am sitting out in my inside my chicken coop. You can see I'm inside the hardware cloth. You can see it up above me too as well. But I'm sitting out here with my chickens. They have a new waterer. It's new to them. I've had it for a while with plans to put it out for them. And I took their other waterer away. However, I'm a little concerned that maybe they don't know how to use it. This one here looks like he's using it pretty good. But when I came out earlier, the taps were dry and they have to peck on the little yellow things to make the water come out. And I'm just don't feel comfortable that they have learned how to do that. So I'm sitting out here with them to kind of watch and observe them. Jay and I are going on a little trip next week to see our two youngest daughters. They live out of state, and I want to make sure that my waterer's working. I have my feeder over here that I'm going to put their whole bag of food in. And then they have their little feeder that they're still using. I'll fill it up as well. So that they'll kind of be self-sufficient. Their coop's inside their run. Their run is extremely secure. It has hardware cloth all around it. It has 18 inches of hardware cloth around the outside. It has a hardware cloth door. We have seen snakes trying to get in and unable to get in because of the hardware cloth on the perimeter. I know for a fact we have a fox around here, and the fox is not being able to get in. The last couple of nights I have left the doors of their coop open. I've left the doors of their coop open so that they can go in at night, which they do, and then they come out every morning. And they're secure. So yeah, something might eventually get in here, but for right now we're tied down pretty good. And we got woods around us on 3 sides. On 2 sides, about 2.5 actually. And we've got bobcats out here and bear and all kinds of stuff, and so far nothing has been able to get to them. So I'm hoping that for the 5 days that we're gone, that will be the case. Now I'm not just leaving my chickens. My mother is here. However, I'm going to ask my neighbor, who also has chickens, to just kind of come by every other day or so and just kind of check on them and make sure they got everything they need. But like I said, my waterer is an automatic waterer, and so it's got a float in it, so when the level starts going down, then the water hose automatically comes on and fills it to the right level again, so it keeps the constant level of water in there. I did add some electrolytes. It's pretty hot down here in Louisiana, and my chickens are still kind of young, so I added some electrolytes and some probiotics to the water. So I'm hoping they're going to be okay while I'm gone next week. I don't think I'll be going anywhere else other than me and my sister have a trip planned, but hopefully my husband will still be here at that point, and he'll be checking on them every day. and hopefully after that, hopefully he'll be going back to work. Because things are he just needs to go back to work. Renos are going good. We got one of the closet door up today with the switch that turns the light on and off. And then tomorrow he's going to put up the door to the room while I finish painting the trim. And then once I finish with that, he's going to start cutting the trim. We're going to start putting it up. And then the only thing we'll have to do after that is add the rods in the closet for Mama's clothes, and then put up a few hooks. And we're going to do some floating shelves in her little office cove, but we're probably not going to do that till we get back. But we want to go ahead and get all that done because she's ordered a new bedroom set back in October, and here it is June. So I'm hoping that comes in and they're able to get that delivered. Yeah, but I mean, other than that, things are going great. My chickens are doing well. They're healthy. I've got them a dust bath over here. I've got them a bath over here with some sand in a tire and mixed with some diatomaceous earth. I gave them some apple bites this morning, and I fed them some grass this afternoon. I do not free range my chickens, and I know a lot of people think that chickens should be free range. We have a lot of hawks around here, and we have a lot of fox. And I just don't want to let them out. Not to mention the fact that I have a garden and I don't want them in my garden. I just want them to stay in here. So I'm going to try to make the best of things with them. In their coop, I have, you can see I have I need to put some more in there. I lined the bottom with lime on the top and the bottom. I've got their brooder boxes blocked off right now with a piece of cardboard because I do not want them in there sleeping and pooping and all that. When it comes time for them to start laying, I want them to know that that's for them to lay and not for their enjoyment. But I've got some lime in the middle part of the top. I've got some lime, and we've got the flakes, the wood flakes on top. And so they've been taking some little dust baths in there too. But I do need to put some more flakes in there. I've been reading about the deep layer method or whatever it's called, and I think I want to start trying to do that because I got the lime. I just ordered another 30-pound bag. That's the best stuff. But I want to put some more flakes in here and make it really deep for them. That's about it. We took Mom out for her birthday tonight. I ate off of Jay's plate. I had a small salad, and then he gave me a shrimp, a fried shrimp, and a crab cake, and I ate half the crab cake and ate the shrimp. It was a huge shrimp. Ate the salad, and we had some fried dill pickles for appetizers. So it's been a good day. So we'll see tomorrow if we can get that room finished, and then I'll make a little video and show y'all what it looks like finished. All right, talk to y'all later. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. No, we're not in church today. We said we've got our ox in the ditch. We're planning a trip this week to go see our two youngest daughters up in North Carolina. So we are trying to get this bedroom finished before we go. And so today we're working on finishing up, getting up the remaining molding. Today we're doing an inset and the closet. Okay, so we're doing this little inset today. You can see the 1x4s, which is what we're using for molding, just like they used to do in all the old farmhouses, because that's the look we're trying to get. This used to be the old closet, but it's going to be Mom's little office nook. And so we're putting the molding up there today and on the inside and everywhere. And then later, after we get through with the nook, we're gonna move over here to the closet, which we took the foyer coat closet and the foyer indention in the foyer and made her a walk-in closet. So what we're going to do in here today is get the trim and the corner pieces in. You can see the floor's already in. We're going to get the trim up there and try to finish this closet out. And when we get back from our trip, we'll put the closet rods in. We didn't really do a whole lot of, like in here you can see the sheetrock. We didn't really do any touch up a lot on it like we did in the room, because it's a closet and there's going to be 2 rows of holes there and clothes are going to be covering it up. So we weren't really too concerned about the closet. The corner pieces will cover all that up in the corner, and then the molding will go down. And you can see we left a 1/4 inch all the way around our floating luxury vinyl floors like we were supposed to, so that it can expand and contract. But yeah, that's our plan today, to finish that. Now, I won't get to painting my doors until I get back. They're going to be tricorn black. I've said that before. They're going to be tricorn black, but we don't have a Sherwin-Williams store. The closest one is an hour away, and with gas prices like they are, I didn't feel like we should just drive over there just for a gallon of paint. So Jay has a doctor's appointment tomorrow over there, and so while we're over there for his doctor's appointment, the paint store, the Sherwin-Williams store, is like a 1/2 mile from his doctor's office. So we're just gonna stop and get the paint in. Then when we get back from our trip, I'll paint the doors and we'll put the doorknobs on. I do want to say that I'm real pleased with how everything has turned out. We still have nail holes to putty and fill in and paint over, and that's just part of the finished work. And then we didn't do 45s on the molding because I didn't want to do 45s on the molding. All the old farmhouses, they were just kind of butted together on a flat end, and that's the way I wanted to do it. So what we're going to do is take a little dap. We're going to take a little dap, and we're going to see that little where they meet up. We're going to dap that and paint it when we paint the nail holes, because that's the look I wanted. I didn't want it to look all nice and neat and trim with 45s fitting together, because I want this farmhouse to look like an old farmhouse. At least when we get through on the inside it will, and then eventually we're going to redo the outside and give it more of a farmhouse look as well. But for right now, it's looking exactly like I want it to look. You can see we haven't done the corners yet, but we have corner code pieces to put in the corners, and that'll cover up the drywall screws there. And I couldn't be happier or more pleased with how everything has turned out. The smallest TV mount over there, and it's ready to go. And as you can see, I have one more bulb and a vent to put in. One of our bulbs didn't come with for our can lights, didn't come with its pigtail, so we had to exchange it, and we got the new one. We just hadn't stuck it up there yet. It just kind of screws and pops in there. And then we bought the vent already, the vent cover, and we'll get that up there today as well. But that's what we're doing today on Heathen Sunday. We're being heathens. When we get back, we will also be moving Mom's little gas heater out of her bedroom. And it will mount right here on this wall. It has to have 8 inches on either side, and it's a very, very narrow heater, and it does have, this pipe actually is on the right side of the heater. So we'll have space on either side like we're supposed to. And it will only be used when we have electrical outages, because we will have central heat and air. We do have central air now. We're going to be adding central heat, and so we'll only be using the little gas heaters when we have electrical outages to stay warm. We'll also have a gas fireplace, and I'll have a gas heater in my room as well as in the craft room.